The subconscious mind, for many of you, represents the idea of a database. It is, in that sense, a database of belief systems. Now, this is not the only function of the subconscious mind. However, it is the aspect of it we are going to currently illuminate for all of you. It acts in that sense as a database of belief systems. Some of these belief systems are, in that sense, genetic. You could say the body, the DNA, is utilizing certain patterns within its organization that represent certain states of being and certain ways of thinking. So as genetics are passed down from one generation to the next, the idea is there are certain belief systems that are then, you could say, broadcasted into the subconscious mind through the DNA. This is one of the ways that what you consider to be certain belief systems, whether they be positive or negative, are brought into your field of awareness. Understanding there are also other ways that certain subconscious beliefs are created and stored within the subconscious. The idea is that in the dream space, you will oftentimes, with your guides, with your higher selves, work with what you consider to be the template level of reality, where you are able to make changes to the physical reality experience and the physical reality structure. One of the ways that you do this with your guides in the dream space is through the idea of belief system creations whilst you are in that template level with your guides and higher selves. So you will also, in that sense, create the idea of belief systems while you're dreaming that are then stored within the subconscious. This is another way belief systems are brought to the subconscious level. Another way that belief systems are brought to the subconscious level of your being relate to the idea of the conscious mind itself. We are going to now shift focus a little bit and describe to you the conscious mind. The conscious mind is where you experience largely the idea of free will, in the sense that the conscious mind is where you experience the sensation of choosing between different options within your reality. This is occurring on the conscious mind level. The idea is that the feelings of motivation for certain choices are based on beliefs stored within the subconscious. So you have, in that sense, ultimate free will to make whatever choice you wish, you prefer, you select within the moment. However, you may feel that there are going to be certain energies guiding you towards one choice. These are energies that are based on the idea of subconscious belief systems. And it is in this sense that the conscious and subconscious mind work together as a team. The idea is the subconscious empowers the sensations related to the perceptions of the conscious mind. So the feelings you perceive within your inner reality experience and your physical reality experience are feelings that are generated on a subconscious level. It is, in that sense, the conscious mind that is the perceiver, that is able in that way to observe these feelings, these sensations. And based off the observations, it then is able to utilize the idea of free will to make certain choices in terms of how it responds to the stimuli that it receives. The subconscious mind, also in that sense, utilizing belief systems, storing and holding belief systems, acts as the generator of the physical reality framework. Understanding that it is the subconscious mind that uses the beliefs to then project the reality experience around you. So everything you experience from the conscious point of view is, in that sense, a subconscious projection. Every single thing in the reality that you perceive has had an origin point within your subconscious as a construct, as a belief system, leading to the idea of the manifestation that you perceive in front of you. Now, the harmony between the physical mind and the subconscious mind is eternal. It is unconditional. They are perfectly balanced. They do their jobs together very well. Their jobs are, again, the idea of decision-making on the conscious level, reality perception on the conscious level. The idea is the conscious level also has another function that we will describe to you. The conscious mind, in that sense, is able to make alterations. It is able to make shifts. It is able to, in that sense, alter and work on and develop the idea of the subconscious. So with the conscious mind, you can turn that perceptive awareness inward. So you can begin to perceive the subconscious. And you can then, from that perspective of turning the conscious mind inward, begin to deconstruct certain belief systems and construct new ones that are preferred, so you can then generate the idea of more preferential physical reality experiences. Now, as we have said, the harmony between the conscious mind and subconscious mind is an eternal harmony. The jobs that they do always function, at least when the system is in good health, of course. The idea is that these two aspects of your mind are always working in harmony. Now, many of you will say, with my subconscious, I seem to be generating negative realities. It seems I have these negative beliefs and I'm creating experiences I do not prefer. Therefore, there's a disturbance in that harmony. It's not that there's a disturbance between your subconscious and conscious. The idea is you are using the subconscious in, you could say, a way that is based in negative themes. It then works perfectly with the conscious mind to create the idea of less preferred, or what you may classically consider to be negative realities. But their jobs are always being done. The idea is whatever beliefs the subconscious mind is fed, without exception, will begin to create within the physical reality framework, leading to an experience for the conscious mind to then have. Now, one of the other ways that your subconscious is programmed in that sense, why it seems like there are certain belief structures that are just for some reason within you. You don't know how they got there, but for some reason, there's some kind of strange belief that creates a feeling of conflict or tension. One of the areas where belief systems enter the subconscious is the idea of the collective energy present that you incarnate into when you are born. So the idea is that certain cultures, certain socioeconomic groups, certain demographics all have their own, in that sense, collective consciousness. Many of the belief systems that seem to just be within you, that you don't know how they got there, many of them are, in that sense, the result of simply incarnating into a certain geometric pattern of energy that had corresponding belief systems present that were relevant to that group, to that culture, to that family. These are where the idea of the unconscious belief systems come from. We remind you that these are not forced on you. You choose them all. You choose to take them all on from a different level. You choose to take them on because those belief systems, even though they might be negative, even though they might be limiting, and you might say to yourself, why would I choose that? When you choose those belief systems, it then prompts you to go on your journey of self-exploration, self-transformation, and remembering that which you actually are. So what you consider to be your soul themes that you decide pre-incarnation, these soul themes will then in many ways align with those patterns of energy represented as certain belief systems that you can pick up upon incarnation, so you can then begin to explore those themes through the path of least resistance.